I'm slowly driving around the parking lot, so just know I'm not doing anything crazy. Hey everyone, it's Coach Nina, and I'm officially 1 year postpartum.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand.
Those are my dance moves. Okay. I can't believe I've been momming for a whole year and keeping this cute tiny human alive. Yeah, y'all, I'm a mom. I'm a mom. Today, I'm going to be sharing a quick reflection of my postpartum journey, what worked, what was tough, and the lessons I've learned when it comes to health and fitness. So if you're expecting or if you just had a baby, I hope this gives you some insight and what I wish I knew before. So let's dive in. I had to move locations because the sun was just shining bright on me, giving me main character energy. All right, so first off, I focus on these key things during and before pregnancy to help me with my postpartum. First, seeing a pelvic floor therapist, focusing on my nutrition and fitness, dialing in on my sleep routine, building a strong community, seeing a therapist, hiring a birth doula, and also taking a birth course outside of what the hospital offered. So I worked with a pelvic floor therapist to help with the preparation of my birth and reduce the risk of vaginal tearing. That was one of my biggest fears, was having a major tear down there. In addition, help with diastasis recti, prolapse, and incontinence postpartum. Thankfully, my issues were super minor and I was able to recover quickly. And the pelvic floor therapy was just so helpful during and after my pregnancy. So I focused on my fitness by continuing to do my well-balanced workout routines in the emphasis of strength training. This helped alleviate the pain during pregnancy and really helped me recover quickly postpartum. So I also focused on my nutrition. I continue to take my prenatal vitamins, ate nutritious balanced meals, emphasis on my protein and fiber intake. You know about the constipation, it's real. So you want to make sure you're also drinking lots of water and electrolytes. So this is all because I was also breastfeeding. So whatever I'm intaking, my baby's also intaking those nutrients. So I want to make sure she is strong and healthy. So when I said dialing in on your sleep routine, that's crazy, Nina, but it is possible, y'all. So I made sure to create a mini sleep routine to help me with the quality of sleep that I'm getting. So although I'm only getting an hour, still I'm able to quickly fall asleep. One of the biggest habits that I developed was limiting my screen time in bed. So this helped me bond with my baby girl more and also just helped me get back to sleep quicker. So if that's one thing that you can implement into your sleep routine, do that. Building a strong community was super important. My husband was incredible. I'm very grateful that he was able to have a whole month for parental leave. He was able to take care of me and the baby. And my in-laws were amazing too. They helped meal prepped and sent us food. My family, they're across the country, so they showed their love just through FaceTiming and phone calls. And I also had friends traveling just to see me, and luckily I had a best friend that lived in the neighborhood and also is about to be 1 year postpartum. And I'm just thinking about how I wouldn't have been able to survive this postpartum season without them. So I also had a therapy session lined up a month postpartum, and that was huge. My emotions were like a roller coaster, and that was nice to have someone who was unbiased just to talk to. And in addition, creating boundaries for me is really, really hard. I'm a people pleaser, so my therapist really helped me navigate how to create boundaries. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. So one of the biggest unsung heroes would be doulas. I Like, I'm so grateful that I hired a birth doula. She not only helped me navigate through my labor, helped me create the birth plan and all that, but she also helped me a lot during my postpartum. Literally the next day after, or not the next day, 3 days later when I came home from the hospital, she immediately came to the house, checked up on me, asked all these great questions that I wouldn't even think of, and helped me answer all the questions that I had. So shout out to Gabriella, you're my girl. Love you. Thank you. And honestly, it helped me a lot during labor with like pain management and knowing what to do with her hands. So bless those hands, Gabriella. So I also took a birth course outside of what the hospital offered. This was a game changer for me. The course gave me the tools to advocate for myself and have an empowered, unmedicated birth. In addition, they also gave me this baby care course where it talks about breastfeeding to how to put a car seat in your car to doing belly massages to release gas for your baby, all those fun things that you don't really think about. So definitely do your research and find a birth course that aligns with your values. In addition, if it has a baby care piece to it, do it. All right, now we're gonna dive into the challenges. We're gonna talk through intrusive thoughts, like the physical and psychological recovery, the sleep deprivation, the Quervain's wrist pain, breastfeeding. So let's get into that. Let's talk about intrusive thoughts. And man, they were so real in here and intense. I've heard about it, but I just didn't realize how evading it could be in your mind. In addition, I didn't realize that my husband was also experiencing this. So just make sure that you see a therapist, because I know my therapist helped me navigate how to not necessarily overcome them, but just like how to manage them and get through it and not have it invade this space here. And also just like check on your partner just to see how they're doing as well. All right, the sleep deprivation. Also another thing that people talk about, but then it's really hard. I really thought I had my sleep routine down and I was humbled by my baby. Those every 2-hour wake up calls were really hard. But something to remember that this is just temporary. And what really helped me was looking on the internet and researching, and there are a bunch of free resources out there about just sleep learning, and just honestly learning about your baby cues and wake windows was a huge game changer for me. I know that you can't do a lot to create a sleep routine for your baby, but it's good to know and be educated about that. In addition, also I have a big sister that has 2 kids and a bunch of cousins with babies. So bless them, because they also kept things very realistic for me and gave me nice quick tips and tricks. All right, and the physical and the psychological recovery. So I'm the type of person who just likes to challenge myself and kind of neglects rest. I like to just go. So I know this tendency about myself. So I told Rob, my husband, to, tell future Nina to chill, and just focus on healing. Though I'm starting to feel better, just to stop it, put me in a headlock and just put me to sleep. I made it a priority that for the first few weeks, or even for the 6 weeks until my doctor gave me the okay, that I need to prioritize resting and recovery. So just remember to do that, because you just went through a beautiful traumatic experience. All right, so I also didn't realize that I was gonna experience wrist pain. I was like, I work out, I do my stretches, and then all of a sudden, why does my wrist hurt in the middle of the night and I can barely grasp anything? I told my pelvic floor therapist this, and they mentioned that I had Quervain's Tenosynovitis. I practiced that word in front of the mirror a lot. I got it down. That was my first try. Anyway, but also known as mommy thumb, mommy wrist, And this is where you have pain from your thumb to your wrist and even in your elbow. And this happened because I kept holding baby girl all the time. She was a baby that always wanted to be held, and not only be held, you have to walk 10,000 steps around the house to do it. So obviously I was doing freaking front load holds all around the house all day. So of course I developed wrist pain. So it's important to see an occupational therapist. So I went to see one, and they gave me some stretches and exercises that helped me recover. So I feel better, y'all. I have a strong grasp now. All right, the wonderful breastfeeding experience. So I'm super grateful that baby was really good at latching, really good at drinking, but no one really told me about how much it was gonna hurt with all the milk supply that you have, and that your nips would be so chapped. Thank goodness for nipple cream. Your girl had an overactive letdown in one of her breasts, so it was producing a lot of milk on that one side. But anyway, I was thankfully had a lactation consultant lined up. I built relationships with her in the beginning and made sure I had an appointment 1 month postpartum, just in case. Just remember, it just takes time to adjust for you and your baby, and to just make sure you have a lactation consultant lined up and not just rely on the lactation consultant at the hospital. So some key takeaways is that postpartum is a journey. It's different for every mom, and lean on your support team. And remember that knowledge is power. So do your homework, do your research, and make informed decisions for yourself. So this is just a comprehensive list, so hang tight. I'll dive deeper into these topics later. And if anything stood out to you, or if you would add anything to the list, comment below. I would love to know. And with that, thank you all so much for being here. I hope me sharing my experience has helped you feel more prepared and empowered to start your own journey. So have a great day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.